Hey, thanks for stopping by the channel. Thanks for making sure you're subscribed. And thank you for checking out the bell icon because you want to get notifications when my videos drop or go up or whatever you want to call it. Because, everything I say is important. And here's how I know it. And you're not going to believe me when I tell you this, but I have proof that President Joseph Biden has been listening to TC of the Minnesota Black Robe Regiment. But you're going to need to listen, okay? We're going to listen to this. We're going to listen to the audio of this. It's very, very important.
Our Constitution opens with the words, as trite as it sounds, we the people. Well, it's time to remember that we the people are the government. You and I. Not some force in a distant capital. Not some powerful force that we have no control over. It's us. It's we the people. In another era, when our democracy was tested, Franklin Roosevelt reminded us, in America, we do our part. We all do our part. That's all I'm asking. That we do our part, all of us. If we do that, we will meet the center challenge of the age by proving that democracy is durable and strong. Autocrats will not win the future. We will. America will. And the future belongs to America.
Okay, so I got proof. He's been listening to T.C. Pearson of the Minnesota Black Robe Regiment, right? We the people, okay? Got it? We the people. He said it several times, and here's the deal. It's true. I mean, a broke clock is right twice a day, right? It's just fundamentally and absolutely 100% true. But he's also missing something because he went to that next spot, if you will, and had to, for lack of better terminology, drag in some Marxist ideology and that reference to FDR. And there again, FDR's policies were socialist, Marxist to the core. There's no way you can avoid that reality. His entire schema was about communitarianism and collectivism and Marxism through and through. And President Biden, in talking about we the people being the governing force, not some amorphous group of people off in some distant capital somewhere, but in talking about we the people, erred by having then going on to a collectivist mentality that flows from everything that FDR believed and flowed from everything that he was inundated with. And if you get a chance to watch the video of what was happening behind him, there were no hands being clapped. There was no giant smiles. There was nobody standing on their feet. And by nobody, I mean Kamala Harris and Nancy Pelosi. They were sitting statue still. And only when he began to refer to FDR did Kamala show any signs of life. I don't know that she's alive anyway. I think she's some sort of strange undead beast. But they didn't like what he was saying. I think to some degree he went off script. And I'm glad he did, because here's this reality that here in the Northern Hemisphere, here especially in the United States, it's planting season for farmers, right? And they go out this time of year and they sow seeds into the ground to produce these crops that come later. And in producing those crops, they're providing for the American populace. And what President Biden did was he gave us the seeds of a republic. Honestly, he gave us the seeds to start fighting against, raising a crop of people against this Marxist takeover that's happening in the United States. He's planted those, he gave us those seeds to plant, and then our job as patriots, our job as constitutionalists is to take those seeds that he handed us accidentally, because clearly he's been listening to TC, Like, okay, I don't know how else. I know he's not, he isn't, but maybe he is. Maybe Joe Biden is one of my 464 subscribers. Uh, uh, Now that I've said that, like I'll lose like 60 of you, but maybe he is listening. But the rest of us need to take those seeds and we need to drill them down into the soil of this Marxist revolution that's happening so that those seeds can overgrow the weeds of Marxism and that we can take out these Marxists that are adamantly opposed to everything that it means to be we the people. See, they take we the people and they make it some collectivist thing where we the people means, well, black folk and Asian folk and native folk, First Nation folk over here and Hispanic folk over here. And then like you whites, you're not even people. And we want all of that. We that's what they mean by we the people. To them, it's a collectivist thing where they divide everybody into these camps of what ethnicity they are, what the amount of melanin they have in their skin is, and what their skin pigmentation is, or what their ethnic background is. And what we the people is that great melting pot, right? Of people coming from all over the world and becoming American and clinging to the reality of American constitutionalism, the great American constitutional republic, not a democracy, but a constitutional republic. And he was so right. It's not a bunch of people somewhere off in a distant capital. It's not even your local sheriff or your local chief of police or your local city council or your city mayor or your county board or your county attorney or your city attorney. All of those people are your servants. They're all your servants, and they need to be reminded of that every day. And when they do wrong, they need to be called out for it. Instead of following them blindly and assuming that because they've been elected to a position or appointed to a position that somehow everything they do is right, we need to be calling them out for the bad things that they do. The scriptures are so powerfully and fundamentally clear. When you read Romans 13, the governing forces of, excuse me, not forces, the governing bodies, those people who are appointed either by God directly or according to whatever system of government we have. Here we have a constitutional republic, so those people serve at the discretion of we the people and the Constitution. When they do good, they're to be praised, and when they do evil, they're to be called out. When they reward good, praise them. When they punish evil, praise them. But when they flip the script and they reward evil and they punish good, call them out, hold them accountable, remove them from office. We've forgotten that. And now what we do is we, the people, just kind of sheepishly follow everything because government's here for our good. They're here to do everything. So if that's the person's elected, everything they say must be right, right? So we're going to just follow them, right? No. Your duty as an American, as we the people, is to question everything, every law, every order, every statement. Even if it sounds right, question it, bring your intellect and your logic to bear and say, is this right? And just because a legislature passes something doesn't make it lawful. It just means it's passed. Just because the governor signs it doesn't make it lawful. It just means it's passed. The arbiter of what is lawful is what the Constitution says. And so just because the Supreme Court necessarily says, oh yeah, that looks good to us, doesn't make it right. What's the Constitution say? And the Constitution isn't open to interpretation. The Constitution is a fixed document. And it has established we the people to be the ultimate power under it. Not presidents, not sheriffs, not chiefs of police, not mayors, not city attorneys, not county attorneys, not the Supreme Court, not a district court. None of those people are the ultimate power. We are the ultimate power. We say, we decide. And they're taking that from us. So I want to thank the President, Joseph Biden, for recognizing we the people to be the ultimate force for good. And now I'm going to ask him and everybody else to step out of the way and let us be the republic that we are. Until next time, sic semper tyrannis.